屋上のゆりれいさん。女の子？大好きだよ。
Well, that's the main premise of this game, basically. Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Kindred Spirits on the dog. It is Friday again, so you know what that means. We're gonna get some more of that kindred in our spirits. So let's open the planner and let's see what we are going to get ourselves into for this one. Lots of stuff has happened in the last one, so we're gonna see how things unfold like a piece of origami work right here, and we start with a new couple apparently, which is called Summer Lilies 1. At least from the chibi character right here, it looks like it's something that we haven't seen before, so let's hop right on in, because you know this game definitely likes to get us invested. And also to leave us hanging for a little bit until we get the next conclusion to these stories. The rainy season should be over soon. There are still rainy days, but I don't even care. The midsummer sun is already shining down on me, that's how I feel. Alright. And speaking of which, that's what was a little bit weird, because I think we already saw all the couples, like everyone that we've seen so far, every couple that we have seen so far, is basically all the couples that we get. So that was a little bit weird to see, but apparently it's about Megumi. I take it. Oh, Sachi-san is just so wonderful, I love her so much. Yeah, it's Megumi. I had spent June in a bit of a melancholic mood, but that was all blown away on the last Friday. Because my beloved Sachi-san remembered our anniversary and she got me a present too. Ah, yeah, that's the segue. Apparently, we don't get any input from Sachi-san. We only get like these segments from Megumi, so we don't even get to know what the fuck she meant with the fucking lie to you the whole time. Let's see. I thought Sachi-san might be neglecting me a little since Yuna showed up, but it wasn't true at all. I'm just so happy. Yeah, we know that. Right. Slowly going towards her. I flew over like I was jumping onto Yuna's shoulders and told her intently of my happiness. I'm thankful to you too a little, you know, Yuna. You made me cupcakes after all. I don't know what it tasted like, but it was a delicious feeling receiving them. Yuna had finished eating lunch a bit early today and was on her way to the library. Some book she'd borrowed was due back today or something. And I just needed to talk to someone about the wonderful time I'd spent with Sachi-san since Friday. Though, Yuna was my only option, so that's why I was following her. And yeah, she's the only one that basically can hear her as well. Aside from Sachi-san, that is. Right. Jesus Christ. It's not like anyone can hear you. Is that ever gonna happen though?
別に返却の邪魔したりしないわよ。図書室ってこんな風になってるんだ。私来たことなかったから。
How long have you been... How long have you been on this roof? For like 10 years or something, and you haven't been to the library once in those 10 years? Well. What the hell? Oh, wait a second. Something is strange here. Yuna and I both went silent at the same time, turning to face each other. Our faces both said we'd noticed something odd. Oh! Oh! Alright. Wait, that makes sense. It's the first time I've been here. There were bookshelves lined up, reaching to the ceiling, packed with books with all sorts of different spines. There were desks between the bookshelves and people reading at them in the time before afternoon classes. So this is the library on the first floor of the inner building. I'd never been in the library when I was alive. No, I hadn't even been to the inner building. That's why I couldn't go into the inner building after becoming a ghost, but... Right. It looks like Yuna's noticed the same thing. But I'm in the library right now. We'd arrived at some point while I was talking to Yuna. I hadn't noticed at all since I'd been talking to her the whole time, clinging to her like I still was. So that's what... Alright. I wouldn't complain though. Until now, I'd never been able to get into the inner building no matter what I tried. How come I can suddenly get into it now? Even when I thought about it, I couldn't find an answer. I remained clinging to Yuna as we stared at each other, finding myself a little scared to let go. Wait, how can she pull? She's a guest. What pull? Yeah, I know I've got a grip on her, but I'm squeezing her tight because I don't want her to go off somewhere without me. So she can actually, like, just pull on her? But I'm a ghost. I'm supposed to go right through Yuna when I try to stop her. Exactly. How come I can suddenly hold on to her like this? I didn't get that at all, but I tightened my grip on her shoulders for the time being. And when I did, I felt a strange sensation in my mouth. It was a sensation that I hadn't felt in a long time, a sweet flavor. Oh, that gives... I just watched the last episode of Chernobyl today, by the way. And do you remember, like, the first... if you haven't watched it, by the way, watch Chernobyl. Fucking awesome show. And at the beginning, when the fireworkers were, like, starting to spray the water at the reactor, and they were like... I think I taste metal. kinda got an idea from that. Wait. That's odd. We looked at each other again. How many times have we done it now? And I say, what's going on? At this point, I was starting to realize exactly what was happening. I was figuring it out without knowing the reason or method or anything like that. What does it mean? I wonder why. Maybe because I'm a ghost. That's the feeling I get. Are you for real? Are you for real? Is that how it works? Such-san. Hey, I keep telling you to stop pulling. Oh, Megami and Yuna-san, what is it? Have you finished your errand, Yuna-san? We finished returning Yuna's book, and then I went back up to the roof, pulling Yuna along as she protested. Such-san is amazing. I did something amazing. Oh yeah. I get it. So stop trying to get me to go over there. I'm possessing Yuna right now. I put Yuna all the way back here. You possessed her. I can do it when I stick really close to Yuna like this when I'm possessing her. Alright then. Don't go any farther, the fence is right there. I can control Yuna a little bit, right, Yuna? What? The candy, eat the candy, hurry up, I can tell there's more in your pocket. Ah, jeez. I hurried Yuna's hand into her pocket. See, it's there. I could feel it rolling around in there. Sheesh. Oh, it's so sweet. See, I can taste the candy Yuna's eating. Isn't it amazing, Sachi-san? Yes. If I'm possessing her like this, I can even go to the inner building. Now I can go all sorts of places. I can control you all I want, Yuna. Just so you know, if you possess me like that, it will be me who curses you. In the end, Sachi-san and I discussed it with Yuna. She didn't seem too excited about it, Sachi-san. And I made some promises, like not to possess her too much or possess anyone other than Yuna. But it sounds like Yuna is willing to cooperate when it's necessary. I never thought I would be able to do something like this. Everything really is changing now that Yuna's here. I wonder if we'll be able to make Sachi-san's wish come true before long, when that happens. Will I be able to go with her? I don't know where, but if Sachi-san's going, I'll follow her anywhere. I'll be with Sachi-san forever. I decided that long ago. Yeah, can we get the inside of Sachi-san now? Like, you know, what she was fucking talking about a couple of episodes ago? Would be kind of nice. Goddamn. Summer Lilies 2. Let's check this out. Oh, I think we got the picture, by the way, of her clinging onto Yuna's shoulders, which is kind of cool. July has started and the rainy season will be over soon. It's like the real beginning of summer, and it's looking like it's gonna be another hot one. I get that feeling from the energy of the Kindred Spirits too. Also, that's from Yuna. Let's do our best again this month, Sachi-san. So we got the rundown for this month, I guess, from those two. Yeah, let's... First, Megami. I have no idea how, but yesterday she suddenly developed the ability to possess people naturally as I was her first victim. I got Sachi-san on my side and two of us managed to pursue her into not possessing people willy-nilly, but I have to wonder if it's a promise she can keep. I mean, that can actually help if she possesses people and, you know, just give them the final push. Not sure if that's actually gonna be good, but we're gonna see about that. And obviously also if she can possess other people. And if she just has to... Like, she clings onto people when they go to other buildings, or can she just go to other buildings straight away? I think she has to possess people or be close to the people then. I guess it's a pretty ghostly thing to do, to be able to possess people like that, but because she suddenly gained a new ability, she seems to be brimming with energy. That's how our usual lunchtime meeting began today. So Maki-san and Aihara-senpai haven't been going to their hideout. Yes, I didn't see them there once last week. It could just be coincidence, of course. I bet something happened. A week, huh? Sachi-san said they were going there something like 3 times a week up until now. It could be they've just been a little busy this last week. Could be. I want to hear what they have been talking about now that I can go get to the inner building. You can only get there by possessing someone though, right? What are you gonna do? Make me spy on them? Alright, this is pretty inconvenient, huh? That's enough, isn't it? Maki-chan and Miki-chan are still working together after school every day. That hasn't changed. But there's something different about them now. Is there? Yes. They're both, well, Maki-chan in particular seems somehow reserved toward Miki-chan. It seems like she's trying to keep some distance. Perhaps something really has happened. Could be, maybe we should look into it. Right. Like asking Hayata-senpai about it, or asking Hina about how Maki-san's been lately. Speaking of distance, the same could be said for the Tsuyuko-sensei and Kiri-chan. They might be the bigger problem. Sono-sensei and Tsurugimine-san. After our game of tag the other day, or Dead by Daylight, we finally managed to get the two of them to talk to each other, but, yeah, hasn't been too good. That was such an awful thing for Sono-chan to say. How could she? Yes, I do feel a little sorry for Kiri-chan. The two Kindred Spirits who had heard the whole conversation between Sono-sensei and Tsurugimine-san seemed pretty angry at Sono-sensei. Yes, I can see why. How could she just decide that it was a misunderstanding, just dismissing Kiri-san's confession like that? Tsurugimine-san, I mean, she is a teacher, so what should she have said instead, is the question. Tsurugimine-san confessed to Sono-sensei apparently, but Sono-sensei cautioned her that it was only a misunderstanding. That even if she feels that way now, her feelings will change in the future. Sachi-san and Sachi-san and Megumi were not forgiving of her words. I'm not sure Sono-sensei's words were necessarily untrue though. Maybe, but still. Especially Megumi. She found Sono-sensei's words all the more unforgivable since she'd been in the math club room with them and heard them directly. Instead of giving Kitty-san an answer to her confession, she said all that self-important stuff. Yeah, right. True that. And just dodged the whole issue. That's, yeah, kind of. Yeah, but I mean, she is a teacher after all. And, you know, you can't really do like the whole student-teacher shit. It's kind of weird. Especially considering that she looks like a fucking kid. Or a toddler, to a certain degree. But other than that, let's just say, you know, she's a teacher, she's a student. Just for the sake of you keeping your job, I guess that's the best she could do? Kinda? It's the same as just ignoring Kiri-san's feelings, isn't it? Yes, you're right. Sachi-san also seems to be angry in her own low-key way. She usually tries to rein in Megumi when she starts to get too heated. Sachi-san, you said before you didn't really care what happens, what answers these couples came to, didn't you? Perhaps, but I do want things to work out between them too, and like Megumi said, I don't think Tsuyuka-sensei's really given her answer yet. Yeah, that's still out in the open. Out in the open, that's for sure. If she doesn't see Kiri-chan as a possible romantic interest, then I would have liked her to say so. If she would never be able to love Kiri-chan, she should have said that too. She should have made her own feelings clear to Kiri-chan before rebuting her for hers. Yeah. What about the trio, by the way? That's the one that intrigues me the most at the moment, though. Sono-chan's especially insistent on the whole call me sensei thing with Kiri-san now. Kiri-san doesn't deserve all this. It's like because of what she said to Kiri-chan about her role as a teacher. I won't let it end like this. We've got to get Sono-chan to make things clear. Yeah, I believe that would be for the best. You think so? Of course we do. And I'm sure Sono-chan doesn't hate Kiri-san. Of course not. Yes, I don't think Kiri-chan's feelings are a misunderstanding either, and I'd like her to realize that. I won't be satisfied just making her realize how serious Kiri-chan is. We'll get her to fall in love with Kiri-san while we're at it. And how exactly will we do that? We need to show off Kiri-san's charm. Again, how? They're already the sole member of the math club and its advisor, right? Shouldn't they already know each other pretty well? Oh, you don't know anything, Yuna. Charm is something kept hidden for airheads. Sono-chan will realize how wonderful Kiri-san is if we just show her a side of Kiri-san she doesn't normally see. But how will we do that? Indeed, say Yuna-san. Did you know there's a place in the school somewhere girls look particularly lovely? A place that makes girls look nice. The gym. Where would that be? I don't know. I didn't know there was a place like that. Actually, I'm not really convinced. Oh, I know there is. There totally is. Yeah, it's that place. There's this landing in the Hoshkan building where the sun really shines in the morning. Any girl standing there would just sparkle. Right. And the tatami room at sunset is wonderful too. And then there's the roof on a sunny day. Yes. Tsuka-sensei is sure to see Kiri-chan's charm if she sees her in those places. I think it was the Hoshkan building with the tatami mats. That sounds actually the best one out of the three. Because, you know, I'm just like I'm also like a night person, obviously, as you can see by the time I'm recording this in. But also sunsets, in my opinion, sunsets are way more beautiful than sunrises. Also because I'm a night person and I don't fucking like the sun, but basically a vampire. Sparkle in the moonlight as well. Really? Well, I have heard that lightning can really change your perception of someone, but I'm picture perfect without dark and light effects. Diabolical. Okay, it's decided. Got it, Yuna? You've got to lead Kiri-san to those places, then get Sono-chan to meet her there. Yeah, well, fucking easy. Why do you think? What, do you really think that's going to be easy? We're doing it even if it's hard. That's what she said. She won't be able to say it. It was a misunderstanding once she sees Kiri-san there. Gonna be interesting to see if we actually see like Kiri-san or Tsurugimine-san in those places. You know, if they actually drew the artwork for that. Gonna be interesting to see. Yes, let's try. We'll call it Operation Sparkling Sunshine Kiri-chan. Or Sparkle in the Moonlight. Yes. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Does it though? Sometimes I don't really get such sans tastes. Why do I feel like I'm suddenly in an old school YA novel? Oh, breaking the fourth wall. Let's see if Sachi-san also breaks it. Oh, what's a YA novel? Oh, it stands for young adult. How should I put it? I guess it's just any fiction for people around our age. I see. What sorts of novels are they? What sort? Well, there's all kinds like fantasy and sci-fi. Lots of different genres. Fantasy? Oh, like mystery novels? Right. There are romance ones too, like shoujo manga, but novels. There's all sorts of other stuff, but I guess we don't really need to get into that right now. I've only read what Arno's lent me anyway. That sounds interesting. I'd like to read one sometime. Well, maybe later. I don't have all that many myself. I see. I'm looking forward to it then. I've read some too, Sachi-san, like Cobalt novels. I think that was actually a thing. Oh, I could go to the library and check one out. You mean I could, right? Sheesh, she's getting totally carried away. Is this really is this really that exciting? I mean, yeah, if you were like restricted to like certain specific places, and then you can basically go to an entire new section of the school that you've never even seen before. Yeah, I guess it's kind of exciting. Then the only ones left are Sasa-chan and Umi-chan. That's the one I'm focusing on, because that could be, it's gonna be fucking endearing, I know that. I don't think these two have any particular problems right now. Yuka-chan and Aki-chan too. At this point, I don't feel like pointing out that it could be a problem that they are both girls anymore. I was really surprised when they told me about Yuka, though. An old classmate I just met again, and it was really like meeting her. It was really like meeting her all over. Oh, yeah. I was surprised by how much she changed. She showed me her love rock lyrics or whatever, which were their own kind of unbelievable. And then later, I learned that she's in love with another woman. More than a woman. All this just kind of numb me like, no problems? Nope, I don't see any problems. Well, she got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Right, we can't worry about it when something happens with them. First, I mean, Yuka was her name, right? The rock girl. She's doing alright. She's just tackling it full force. I don't see any problems for the meantime, at least. And, you know, she was like, you know, let's be friends. And she said, yeah, so, yeah. I think she's doing great on her own so far. She just needs a little bit help with the lyrics, I guess. First, we should focus on finding out what's going on with Maki-san and Aihara-senpai, and then Tsurugimine-san. Operation Sparkling Sunshine. Right, that. I'll think of some things for that assignment. Well, I suppose it all depends on leading them both to those locations. Yeah, try that when she's fucking dodging her the entire time. We'll tell you if Sono-chan and Kiri-san are nearby. Alright, good. I'm the one who has to do the work, though. I might be able to stop Tsurugimine-san and wait for Sono-sensei to pass by. I guess I won't know until I try it. I think we'll just have to get lucky when they are already nearby. My head feels hot just thinking about this. Actually, the sun's beating down pretty hard up here, and the temperature's pretty high too. I guess summer really has begun. Come to think of it, summer vacation is coming soon, isn't it? Yeah. And during summer vacation, you have the summer camp? There's something like that, isn't there? Summer camp. People will be talking about it in class pretty soon. The fuck is summer camp supposed to be? I'm from Germany, obviously, so I don't know what the fuck that is. The school has a building next to the auditorium called the Kumomiyagura, a relic from the days when the school was a castle. The first floor has club rooms and the second floor is a lodging house, though it's really just a bunch of small rooms when you get down to it. You can lodge there during summer vacations. Yeah. As long as you decide to, even if you're not a part of a club. It's a bit of a famous event at Shojou. You can stay at school like you're on a trip with your close friends. I didn't participate last year, though. Will you participate in the summer camp, Yuna-san? I wasn't planning to, but once summer vacation starts, I don't think I'll need to come to school until classes start again. The summer camp, huh? The broadcasting club trio might participate. Tsurugimine-san and Sono-sensei might with the math club too. Do you think I should? What if it's not too much trouble, would you? We'd be lonely if we couldn't see you during summer vacation. I won't be lonely if I'm with you, Sachi-san. Were you just planning on staying home all vacation, Yuna? I wouldn't be inside the whole time, and I do have a life, you know. However, I think you have to apply in a group if you're participating in a summer camp without a club. Oh, do you? I fucking love that post from Sachi-san. It's awesome. Perhaps you could ask one of your friends, such as Ano-chan or Hina-chan. Hina will be going to with the track team, and Ano is at a relative's house during the camp. She also seems to take part in Comic Kit. She was saying something like, we're going on an expedition again this year. And you don't have any other friends. Oh, what do you care? Well, I could show up at school at least. Maybe to bring Hina snacks during camp. That's about all I can think of right now, though. You don't need to trouble yourself for our sake. We would appreciate your visits, of course. Right. Well, I might be able to stop by a few times. Don't forget to bring us some treats. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, during summer vacation, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, you know, to keep up with our record for the meanwhile. So I don't even know when it starts, though. But yeah, we have this little picture right here unlocked. Pretty good. Summer Lilies number 3. Let's see what we go for first. So what I'm saying is Yuri doesn't necessarily mean lesbians, you know? What? Oh, yeah, alright. Well, it kind of does, right? The classroom after school. There wasn't anything pressing I needed to help with today. Maki-san and Aihara-san are the same as usual. I go and check on them. Sometimes they do seem a little distant lately, but I don't know why. I haven't been finding many opportunities to put our plan with Tsurugimine-san in motion. Since I have some time on my hands, I'm staying behind in the classroom to chat about trivial things with Ano. Or, that's what I thought we were gonna do. But, why am I getting a lecture on Yuri from Ano right now? How did this happen? Weren't we talking about classes and whenever we want to get together to study for finals? I think two close girls holding hands while walking together is splendid Yuri already. Yeah. In my business, you see, there's a deep dark river that runs between Yuri and lesbians. Of course, there are people who can cross over too. Uh-huh. How did that turn into this conversation? I can't remember anymore. And yeah, I don't really care. I fucking do. It sounds pretty interesting. Let's hear what Ano spilled them beans right now. But what Ano's talking about right now, I'm a bit too involved in lately to totally ignore. Of course, Yuri is fiction. It's fun because it's fiction. Actually, I'm having some non-fiction issues in that area. Well, it's just make-believe. You do that sometimes, right, you know? I don't think so. Just think about it a little more. Come on. What do you think is some more your type? Me or Hina-chan? Try thinking from there a little. What? Yeah, Hina is not. No, Hina is like 9 years old or something. So, no, yes. Ano, maybe. No way, but why? Because I don't need to hold back with you at all. That's also true. Oh, you think that's a matter of types and the matter of types and stuff? But I can say anything I want to you, right? Whatever's on my mind. Oh, you're actually the touchy type, you know? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, I also don't know what that means. When you're talking about two girls, the touchy is like the seme, and the neko is like the uke. Seme, uke. We're starting from there. The seme is like the male role, and the uke is like the female. That's so 1990 though. There's like no real role, I would say. So I'm the man in the relationship. Well, you're pretty cool. Well, you're pretty cool, you know? I don't get this at all. And while Ano and I we're having that incomprehensible conversation, the door to the classroom opened and Miyama-san stuck her head in. Ano, you in there? Oh, it's Nina. I'm there. I'm here. What's up? Hide me for a bit with you. I'm in a bit of a pinch. What happened? Umi's after me. Ichika-san is. After Miyama-san. She's so annoying I can't get any sleep. Can I rest a little here? Sure. Used to say it here. I know that's my seat. Sad. That's fine, it's fine. Well, I don't mind, but... Sorry, well, good night then. Miyama-san sat sitting down in my chair and laying her head down on my desk. I love this because we actually get to the couple that I'm most invested in. With my seat taken, I moved over to the chair of the girl next to me who had already gone home. Sorry, Tommy-san. That's fine, don't worry about it. Umi's just... Miyama-san muttered quietly. Personally, I wish she'd pay a little more attention to Sessa. I was a little worried I might hear us, but she seemed to be rooting through her back for something. So I've been trying to excuse myself a little more often. I see. On that rainy day in June when we tried to get Ichika-san and Hutano-san to go home together, that was when I realized that Miyama-san was aware of Hutano-san's feelings too. She had told me herself. Good that we get a little bit of a rundown. Obviously, I remember that though. That's probably why she was telling me this now. I don't know why, but Umi's suddenly really worked up about the three of us being together. He's chasing me around. Because of that, I can't get any sleep. With a little sigh, Miyama-san slumped down onto the desk. It really looked like she was at her wit's end like that. Well, she was using my chair, but that wasn't a big deal. The bell signaling a campus-wide announcement rang as I considered my loss. Paging a student. Is this Ichika-san's voice? Miyama Nena-san of 2nd year class B. Miyama Nena-san of 2nd year class B, please come to the broadcasting room immediately. One more time, Miyama Nena-san of 2nd year class B. Miyama Nena-san of 2nd year class B. She's using the broadcasting system now. It's her final technique. The summons had been for Miyama-san, and I would guess... No, I'm pretty sure it was Ichika-san calling her. I wasn't in... But what is she talking about with her? That's what I want to know. I was in agreement with Miyama-san. She's even using the broadcasting system to call her. Miyama-san, what are you going to do? This must mean she's pretty serious, huh? She'll probably find me hiding here. I guess I have no choice but to run. I see. Well, Nina, you're a wanted criminal. What did you do? I didn't do anything other than skipping club activities. Actually, maybe she deserved being paged like that then. Well, sorry to have bothered you. Good luck. Miyama-san said, tottering out of the classroom. Nina's got it rough, huh? Yeah. Are those three going to be okay? Well, I hope so. Alright. Yeah, what is this about then? That Ichika-san is using the fucking broadcasting system for that. It's gotta be a real big issue.